So now I have most of the watercolor down where I want it, and I'll probably go in now with some, might be a little bit more watercolor, but mostly I'll go in and refine the pen lines. And for that I use all kinds of different pens. I use a Signo, I think it's like a medium point black. I use Uniball Vision Elite. I use this Sharpie roller pens, which are really, really fine details. And then sometimes I'll go back to my dip pens and so on and add in some details. And I'll also get some touches of white with my Signo. But you want to make sure that things are really dry before you use this one. Oh, I managed to get lots of little ink on me today. So yeah, so I'll probably go in and refine some of these lines. When you go with the Twinkling H2Os, the ink kind of gets pushed to the back, and to crisp it up you need to come back and go over it so that it doesn't look like it's painted over, like you can see here on those sort of flower things here, these little sunflowers. So I want to crisp it up. And I also like to start doing some scribbles at this point. I find if I get too tight trying to make things look perfect, then I don't know, it doesn't feel right. So I like to do some messy stuff like that and bring these guys out that way. And it's just very instinctive. I'm just, you know, doing whatever wants to come. And yes, there's times when I do stuff and I go, why did I do that? But I'm really trying not to listen to those little voices right now because I'm not finished and I'm just listening to where my hand wants to go. A lot of the times, I've said this a few times in my on my Facebook page and Instagram and stuff, is that I feel like I'm not really the one making the art sometimes. I feel like my marks are being guided, and just get like the impulse, and it's like I don't censor it. I just say, oh, that wants to come out, okay, so let's see what happens. And that's the way I've been working for the past few months, and it's really freeing, and like there's no thought about what this is going to look like in the end. And if it looks stupid or gross or I don't really like it, that's okay. You know, the main thing is that I sat down for a couple of hours and worked on something, and I'm trying to get in touch with that quiet space inside and let whatever wants to come out. Like I said, I was feeling kind of dark today and down. I've been feeling that for the past little while. I'm definitely dealing with some depression issues and stuff, and so that's what's going to come out, and that's okay, because better out than in, as they say. And this way I get to have these pieces of art to show. And it's always interesting when I have this sad stuff, you know, and some of my friends say, oh, I don't like it when you do sad art. And it's like, well, sorry, that's where I'm at right now. And for me, it's really definitely a therapeutic thing. So, yeah, it helps me put some white there. It helps me release some of it, and rather than be so bound up in it. And I also find others of my friends, or art witnessers who I appreciate and love so much, they get it. You know, they say, oh, I know exactly what you're feeling, and I kind of think it's like I appreciate that I can get some, you know, kind of express what's going on for a lot of us right now. It's a really crazy world, so And I definitely think there's something about the artist sharing the truth that's really kind of important. More juice came out on his face as I wanted to redden up that lip. Now that I got some of that red over here, I'm going to want to put some elsewhere too. Too much there. Okay, so I'm going to go and do a little bit more details with the pens now, give another little dry, and I'll be back. So I was finding it kind of off balance a little bit with this kind of tree-ish thing and this, so I added this watercolor. I took the colors that were already there and sort of added that in. It's looking like a little bit of a seahorse there, but I'm going to add it in and make another tree kind of thing on this side to make the composition a little bit more balanced. And we'll see from there. So this is the final product, final place where we ended up. I added in quite a bit of scribble marks. I didn't record them because I really sort of just get into a zone. And I know I wasn't talking or anything while I was doing them. It might have been interesting to watch, but there are actually words in here. But it's written in a way that nobody else can read them, but I know that they're there. And yeah, so there's like private messages to myself kind of as I'm going through there in a lot of these little areas here. And those scribbles have kind of become a little trademark in a lot of my pieces recently. It's like my own little language. And I get to vent a little bit. Sometimes there's swear words in there and whatever else. And I also added in some of the details around this new tree that we had and kind of worked it in so that it feels like it belongs. And the title of this piece is Some Days I Feel Like I'm Halfway Gone. And but the thing about that is, you know, I might feel halfway gone, but I'm also halfway still here. So that's, you know, dealing with anxiety and depression and mental health issues. I've been doing that since I was about 14, 15 years old. And so I've learned lots of lessons. And I know that art making is definitely, I've said this for a long time, the best and cheapest form of therapy that you can have. To get it out, to express it, sometimes to escape and get moments of peace and just be in the zone, in the present moment, and away from your crazy brain thoughts. And so I really, you know, I'm so grateful for my art process. And so I was happy to share it with you guys. And yeah, so you get to see how some of these pieces come to do, even though this one is a little bit darker than some of the other ones. I think it's pretty cool to see where it came from and where we ended up. So thanks so much for watching and sending y'all big, big love. Bye-bye.